what made it so evil is that they were literally willing to kill her just for, I don't know, a prank? Alright class, settle down and let me tell you a story. The VTuber world is ablaze right now with Ironmouse's announcement. And I thought, before we read too much into it, might as well check out her statement first before we actually, read into it. So let's go.
I am leaving VShojo.
That was quick.
Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot.
You know what I think? I wonder how the whole thing came to light for her in particular. And I have this feeling that despite the fact that she found out that VShojo was skimming off the top, she might have been willing to settle, or she might have been willing to deal with VShojo privately. However, I have this feeling that she could have lived with it except for the part that VShojo owes the foundation, the one that she truly cares about, over $500,000. I believe that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I have a feeling she was willing to deal with VShojo behind the scenes, but I guess when she found out that it owes the foundation that amount, she just couldn't deal with them anymore.
And it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story. But for now,
I guess she can't, but thankfully, legally speaking, she can testify regarding the whole thing, because legally speaking, there's what we call the modes of discovery, where people like her with her condition are given the viatory rate, or with obstructed with medical conditions like her, they may be able to give their testimony through depositions. So yeah, she can literally fight this in court despite her condition. So that's one of the good news. And one of the best things is that we can literally see the support pouring out for her. What I'm wondering about is that why would VShojo do this to their number one talent? Arguably, she is the number one VTuber in the world right now, going pound for pound with flesh streamers like Kaicenat in terms of awards, in terms of audiences. So why would they do this to their number one talent? And before we actually went up, I've been told that a lot of her fellow talents have removed the VShojo tag on their X profiles right now, or on their Twitter profiles right now. So it seems that unlike the Niji Sanji and Selen Tatsuki fiasco about a year back, has it already been a year back? Her fellow VTuber talents are actually here to support her, compared to that fiasco months before with Niji Sanji. So let's keep on going.
now I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VShojo.
Yeah.
If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make
It definitely will not be the last. Her community and, well, her fellow VTubers are behind her. They have her back. When she returns, she'll be stronger than ever, either as an indie or she will be picked up by another corpo agency.
friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games,
She
and
did
just
so well.
continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo, and it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the Iron Mouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because
Um, for someone with her medical condition, it definitely would have been challenging for the simple reason that the moment you step in as a corpo VTuber, you're definitely going to be under pressure, or there will definitely be demands. Whereas if you remain indie, your time is yours. You literally don't have a boss. There are no deadlines. But the moment you take up that contract, you'll definitely be forced to produce as part of the contract, or since you're literally going to be an employee slash independent contractor that must produce content for a certain amount of time. But here, what makes her so special is, despite her condition, is that she was able to, well, reach the top of the industry. Despite all of this, if you guys remember, a few months back, someone reported her YouTube channel, which I believe started off because she beat out Kaicenat for Streamer of the Year. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. Can someone please put it down in the comments? And what made it so evil is that they knew for a fact that for you to be able to contest your YouTube channel getting shut down is that you must provide your information. You must provide your name, information, and whatever. And we know, all of us knew, that it would only be a matter of time, that if she reveals her information, it was only a matter of time before she gets swatted or something. Like, what made it so evil is that they were literally willing to kill her just for, I don't know, a prank. Because I've always suspected a lot of people poured out the hate for her when she went in as number two, I guess, or when she beat out Kaisenat. A lot of people were pissed off at her, like, what is this? Who is this? Who is she? And I believe one of them, acted out by reporting her YouTube. At least that's what I think. One of them acted out by reporting her YouTube channel. And during that time, I believe she wasn't going to fight it because it would force her to reveal her information. It was only thanks to her community and thanks to the outgoing support for her that they managed to put up her YouTube channel back. But anyways, that's what makes her so impressive. Despite all of this, she managed to make it to the top. I mean, that's one of the reasons why her and the Connor ship has yet to sail. Because here's the thing, right? If someone like her gets swatted, it would literally kill her. And we've seen her specials with Connor, where one of the reasons why she and Connor has yet to take their ship to the next level is for the simple reason that if Connor shows up in person at her house or something, it would literally kill her.
I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to
She was wrong about that. The world did like her and the world did want her. In fact, I think the world needs her. Like Connor said, it would be a sad world without hearing the mouse's voice.
To make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company. And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive.
Again, betrayal never comes from your enemies. The question is, why would they do this to her? Their number one talent. Their number one earner.
To hear. It put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent.
She literally thought that she was carrying the entire company on her shoulders. And I believe she did. With her work and everything, with everything she's achieved, she literally carried the entire company on her shoulders.
Alike, and I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me, and I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information.
There we go.
So that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Could that be the reason why VShojo started skimming off the top? That they felt that she had plans to leave or something?
The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following two subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Of course.
The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
That is
because
amazing.
The money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link. It required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000.
I mean, honestly, why would they do this to her? She was out there breaking records, hitting benchmarks. Why?
For the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity.
Yeah.
The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
It's the kind of money where you sell your soul for. I mean, it's kind of money that's a bit hard to let go.
They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Hold up. Well, you guys, I mean, if ever you plan on making a donation, you know where to send it. Take a screenshot or something.
Or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me.
I mean, you know what they say, the difference between heroes and villains, it's pain. As a hero, you'd never want anyone to experience the pain again.
I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I really wish that I could tell you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now.
I don't think she has to wait that long to pick her career back up. If Doki Bird's any sort of a benchmark or barometer, we give it less than a week before her numbers are back up.
I'm kind of processing everything. I'm very sad and very confused. Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this.
He'll be back stronger than ever. At this point, the ball is definitely on the community's court.
But below the video, in the description box, is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Don't forget to check that one out, you guys.
Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing.
I believe they will.
A lot of fun, and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good.
Yes, it is,
so,
thanks to her.
Thank you guys so much for all the support. And
I mean, she managed to prove it.
thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry. Okay.
Alright. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, guys. Now, if you want me to check out other stories here on YouTube, please let me know in the comments. We upload on the weekends, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Also, check out our Twitch channel where you can watch me do this live. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do the whole notification button thing to help me out with the algo, and class dismissed.